Chef Mommy in the house. Chef Mommy in the house. Chef Mommy in the house.
She's the Chef Mommy. Chef Mommy in the house.
Hey guys, it's me, Chef Mommy, and I am really excited about today. I was just sitting here reading one of my favorite magazines and just chilling, but now it's time to get ready for the rush. You know what I mean by the rush, right? The 3 o'clock time is when I turn into a pumpkin when my kids get back home from school. So today I'm gonna do a Southern classic with you, but I'm gonna veganize it because a lot of people put pork in it and turkey and ham and all those things in it that we don't eat. Not necessarily that my kids are allergic to it, but we just don't eat it for preference reasons, and I'm a vegan. So today, guess what I'm gonna make? Collard greens, and I'm gonna make them totally vegan, and they're gonna have all the flavor and all the feels and the yumminess that you have. Even if you are used to eating with meat, collard greens with meat, you won't miss it today for sure. You gotta try this recipe and meet me in the kitchen. I'll tell you how to do it. All right, so look at all of these collard greens. Now, collards, baby. Collards for days. So we got collard greens, and these are my basic ingredients that I like to use. I have a ton of garlic, fresh garlic. I have onion. I have some celery, 2 stalks of celery. This is like a whole onion, and this is a whole bell pepper because I have a lot of greens here, and I really want the flavor of these seasonings to come through. I have some dry seasonings. And I'm gonna use basil. I love to put basil in my greens. Maybe that's something that you don't do, but it's something that I love. If you don't like the taste of basil, you can omit it. And I'll show you some other dry seasonings that I actually use once we get started, but these are the basic fresh things that you'll need, and the rest of it is like liquid smoke. And I always put garlic powder, onion powder. I'm gonna use some dry basil, and I'm gonna use, of course, some salt and olive oil. If you look at my comments, I will be sure to list all the specific ingredients. But today is a first for me. A friend of mine told me about pressure cooking greens, and of course I'd never heard of that. I have an Instapot, and it's a pressure cooker. So we are going to try cooking half of these greens in the Instapot and the other half on the stove and see how it turns out. All right, so here we go. Hang on 1 second while I grab my Instapot. Okay, so I've already put 1 onion in there, and now I'm gonna put in 2 stalks of celery, chopped. And I have, this is a whole red pepper, sweet pepper. I'm gonna only put half of it. I just like to have a colorful pot, and in the bottom of my pot, I'm going to add some salt to this, and this is kind of a weird angle, and salt is always to your taste. I'm gonna let this stuff saute just a little bit, and not too much, but then I'm gonna start putting my greens in, and watch how I do it. I'm gonna layer this because this is in a pot. This is in Instapot. I'm gonna layer it. I'm gonna put I want the flavor in there. And notice I'm gonna just keep going back with a little bit of olive oil. This is how I'll do it in a real pot anyways. And I have liquid smoke. I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid smoke in there while I saute. And I already put some salt, but I always, each layer, I put a little bit more. This is how I do it in the pot. And I am going to pack this with about half, because remember the other half we're going to do on the stove. And I've got some onion powder. I'm probably gonna put like a tablespoon of onion powder because I like onion and the garlic flavor, which is what makes things taste really good. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of onion powder, probably in all. But remember I told you I'm gonna layer in my flavor. And this is some basil. Basil, I'll probably use about a tablespoon as well. Maybe a teaspoon of basil. Tablespoon might be too much. And now I'm gonna layer one more layer in this pot, and I'm very curious to see, I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'm probably gonna need to put some liquid in this pot since it has to cook down. And I'm gonna put a little bit more of my olive oil on top, a little bit more salt. And remember, this is for taste. Now for me, I like to use a little bit of kick, so I'm gonna grab some cayenne pepper. Well, I didn't see my cayenne pepper. I'm gonna also add a little bit of McKay's because I'm gonna add some liquid to this since we're pressure cooking it. But first, I'm just gonna see that everything that I put in there is actually getting all mixed up and not just at the bottom of the pot. Guess what, guys? It is 3 o'clock. Do you know what that means? It means my kids are here. So I'm gonna take a break, and in a second, I'm gonna just put a little bit of water in here, put the top on this, and go get my kids from the bus stop, and I'll be back to show you how we do it on the stovetop. Okay, now meanwhile, stovetop here, I'm gonna put some olive oil. I'm gonna coat the bottom of my pan with olive oil, and I'm gonna saute the same exact things that I put in the pressure cooker. See how beautiful that is and how it just cooks down so amazing. Love it. Can't wait to taste these greens. All right. So now it's been a minute and oh my goodness. Look at that, I'm probably fogging up the camera. Can you see that? We have pressure cooked greens. Really, I only put it in there for about 5 minutes, and then I just naturally let all of the steam come out, or you can release it, it just depends. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. So I have that versus the ones in the pot. I'm gonna do a taste test and see which ones taste better. Okay, so now here is the true test. This on my left-hand side are the ones I made on the stove, and these are the ones that I made in the pressure cooker. If you can see, the ones that are pressure cooked, they look like they were cooked longer even though they weren't. They look a little bit more brown than these that were stove cooked that I just kind of let. So I'll taste and see if there's a difference. This is a stovetop. They taste delicious. They're still kind of, they taste fresh, like they have a bit of a bite to them, which I like. Okay, that was stovetop. All right, now I'm going to taste the ones that I did in the pressure cooker. Let's see. OMG. I have to admit, pressure cooked ones taste better. They are a little bit more tender. I'm not gonna taste all the flavors go through it. Well, either way you decide to do it, they are delicious. And you can't go wrong. No meat, healthy, yummy. I'm gonna go eat the rest of this, maybe with some cornbread. Until next time, remember, you are not defeated by anything. Your allergies, whatever diet you choose that you have to stick to, or that you're trying to make your life healthier, remember, you can do it. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Tell somebody you know about this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, check out my Instagram page. at the Chef Mommy. Follow me and tell somebody else about me. See you next time.